Hello once again, this is Grimdark13, and I am back with Featherbent. Yes, after a week, we are back with Featherbent, right after I started up my series of Pokemon Suite to Nuzlocke, which you can go and check out. There will be a link down in the description below of my new series. Anyways, last chapter of Featherbent. A lot of John Cat and some depressing backstory for Karkat and Terezi. And there were muffins. And also I think we got introduced to Tavros. Tavros and Dave and Terezi were all introduced. Alright. Let's start this up. Like I said, it's been like a week since we've played this. Oh, choose a character! It immediately starts off with us choosing a character? Oh! Well, we gotta see a lot of Karkat last chapter, so I guess we'll go with Dave, since... Alright, let's go with Dave.
The clock ticks down. Sweep celebrations begin in 2 weeks.
Dave Strider leans away from his soundboard, knitting his fingers together and stretching his arms above him. His headphones slip and hook around the back of his neck, a steady beat still pulsing through the speakers. He'd been hard at work for the past few hours. He breaks to stare at the ceiling before getting up and shakes the pins and needles from his wings. He forgets his headphones are still plugged in and ends up choking himself. That's a lovely way to die.
Okay, but for real, that is the 4th time this week.
Oh, 4th time this week. Okay, let's see. We are not going outside yet. That'll probably be the last thing we do.
Aw, hell. It's my Dead Things collection.
Dead Things collection?
I got a pretty standard grocery list of paleontological findings. Trilobite, burn imprints, mummified hand, bald into final, vengeful fist at time of death.
What the fuck?
Man, when was the last time I even went digging for fossils anyway? Am I even still into this shit? Pickings ain't exactly great up here. Can't dig a lot of fossils out of tree bark.
Who's he
Most
talking
unlucky
to?
Bugs caught in amber. Stupid bugs. How lazy does a motherfucker have to be to get caught up in tree sap? I can totally see that tidal wave slowly threatening to encapsulate my body. But this spot is just way too comfortable to move from. God damn.
What the hell? Who is he
Wait.
talking to?
Is this a slab of petrified wood with a pareidolik image of Spock's face on it? Okay, that's pretty dope.
Okay, okay, so we just examined the white basket, sword collection.
17, 18, 19. That's exactly one more than Circuit's. I told her my collection was better, even if most of them are bros. Come to think of it, I've never handled any of Bro's swords. He has this kind of sixth sense that activates whenever someone lays a finger on his stuff. Maybe if he feels it, he'll come bursting through the front door. Shit, maybe he'll be holding cigarettes.
Oh, think about it. Oh, what was that?
Worth a shot.
Alright.
Cannot get over how much stuff Harley's made for me. She's here at least once a week dumping gadgets on my doorstep that does shit with sounds I ain't never heard before.
Are we gonna get to meet Jade this
I should probably
chapter?
figure out how to thank her properly one of these days. At least she likes my jams, I guess. Doesn't like my beatboxing, though.
I don't think anyone likes that,
Note to
Dave.
self. Work on that.
Oh, God. Examine stack of papers.
Hell, yes. The monthly pile of neighborly disdain. Where would I be without you? You toss some experimental beats through the gramophone horn at 1 or 2 or 4 in the morning, and suddenly every hunter in the strata wants to burn your damn tree down.
Yeah, you mentioned that last episode. You mentioned that last chapter, Dave.
Let's see who wants to kill me this time around. Burgundy wing, bagpipe kind, teal wing, ooh, flamethrower kind, indigo wing, blanket kind.
The fuck?
Blanket kind? What the fuck? Come on, Pyro, these aren't challenges. This is moderately amusing entertainment. This is cheap pay-per-view. This is a peanut gallery. Quick, no one invite John. Is it really that hard to pick a half-decent fight? Shit, I should play my music even louder tonight.
Oh, God. Alright, now we go outside.
It's morning. Hell, when did that happen?
I think we can all relate to that.
Man, I got things I gotta do today. Now, where to first?
God. Oh, we can meet Rose! But where to first? Either John or John, Vriska, or Rose. I want to say that John would be the last one, but I don't know. I'm gonna press a quick save so that I can come back to this. Alright, let's go to John's first. John is humming quietly to himself when Dave arrives.
Dave! Isn't the afternoon just beautiful today?
What?
The weather. It's gorgeous. I think I might go out for a fly later, just for the hell of it. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't fly. Isn't it great how we can fly, Dave?
Okay, yeah, I think something's up. I think I missed a big thing.
Man, what the hell did I tell you about eating the mushrooms? I need a repeat of what happened last time.
Last time? Okay, I'm interested to find out what happened last time.
I haven't eaten any mushrooms, and haven't even broken any bones.
Oh, broke some bones, did ya? Last time you had the mushrooms.
What's up?
What? Oh! Oh! If I went to Vriska's or Rose's, I could have unlocked this stuff. I'm going to make a save over here. Save the game. Then let's go back.
So who exactly shoved a ray of sunshine up your ass this morning?
Do I have to have something shoved up my ass to be happy?
Yes,
Depends on what you're into. But for real, what else you telling me?
Better question. Have you ever wondered if we're tiny? Or if everything else is just really, really big?
That isn't a better question at all. That is a question which questions a thing that ain't ought to be questioned.
I don't know, man. I've been talking to people lately, and it feels like the more I learn about the Strata, the less I actually know about it. Have you ever felt that way about some of the stuff that goes on here?
Some things, sure. Particularly how and why Harley's got a monopoly on all technology in this place. Like, where does she get her electrical equipment? We live in a fucking forest.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm just easily amused right now. But you have to admit that's pretty funny there.
But see, the last time I asked a question, I got an answer I would have been happier not knowing. They say ignorance is bliss, but it's more like ignorance helps you sleep at night.
All this cryptic bullshit is starting to get on my nerves. Does everyone around me know something I don't?
Probably.
The majority of people don't know what you don't know. You're just cursed with a very well-informed group of friends. Trust me on this one, man. Once you know something, you can't unknow it.
I think the word you're looking for is forget.
Congratulations, Egbert! You've discovered the sacred word of the day. In the spirit of this momentous occasion, let's forget that this conversation ever happened.
Whatever.
I guess we gotta leave.
Well, but I gotta bounce.
See you later.
Okay, I think maybe we can... Oh, no, we can't return. Alright, I guess we'll go to Vriska's. She sits and waits through hours of uninterrupted silence. Propping her chin up with the back of her hand, Vriska sits by her window, bobbing her knee as she gazes at the clouds. Tension makes her every moment taut, from her grit teeth to her tightened fist to her sneer-wrinkled nose. A brush of wind across the nearby branches struggles to make a sound. She can barely hear herself breathe.
Now, if I knock, will you remember our conversation from last time?
Ooh, Vriska falls out of her chair. Ah,
Now, if I...
yeah, sorry about that. I hit the scorpion.
Ow! I warned you about chairs, bro.
It's supposed to be stairs, but whatever.
Fuck off! Where were you? It's been 2 weeks. Have you forgotten what we agreed to?
2 weeks.
Oh, ye of little faith. Don't worry, I got it covered. Memory sharper than cheddar. How scatterbrained would I have to be to let slip from my mind the terms of our most righteous agreement?
Agreement.
All right, so what did John say?
What did John say about what?
Oh, for the love of... Get your ass out there and ask John if he's still coming to the party.
Ooh. Vriska grabs Dave by the shoulders and shoves him out of her nest. Okay, so yeah, we can return to John's nest. But the question is, do we want to go back to John's nest right now or go to Rose's? I want to save Rose for last, because I feel like that's going to be the most important. I think John, you have to visit. Alright, yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Alright. Ow, my foot is asleep and it
Yo,
hurts.
can I be frank for a minute here?
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, cool. I don't wanna be left alone with Circuit. During the sweep, me plus Circuit plus celebration wine would not be the best combination.
Either battle or...
Afraid you guys will kill each other?
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
yeah.
So, are you coming or not?
I want to, but I'm not sure if I'm still welcome. Things have gotten complicated. I made this new friend, see, and Vriska doesn't trust him at all, but he isn't being hosted for the sweep, and I feel bad leaving him alone for the holiday. It's something I have to think about. I can't decide either way right now.
John Cat wins
If you
out
come to
in the end.
Vriska's, I'll give you a guest editorial in my paper.
Paper.
Why would anyone want that?
I don't know, Egbert. Why would anyone want a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to share their good taste and well-informed opinions with the rest of the world?
You write essays about how shitty everything is and nail them to the town center community boards.
2 guest editorials. Final offer.
Can I talk about how lame your paper is?
Sure.
Absolutely. Be warned that due to my editorial responsibilities, anything you say against the paper can, and will, be replaced with something you admitted to me while you were drunk.
Oh.
As if. I still need time to decide about Vriska, though. Just let me sit on this for a while.
Sit on it as long as you like. Coddle the notion, like you're incubating a newly birthed idea, nestled betwixt your warm, pale, contemplative butt cheeks.
You can stop being frank now.
Okay.
Fine.
Alright.
Well, I gotta back.
See ya.
Leaving again. I think we can go back to Vriska's, and maybe it'll be a different...
Welcome back, Strider. Is he coming or not?
Yeah, it is different. Oh. Great. Let's see. Change the subject. Let's see what...
Haven't found out yet. I got sidetracked thinking about the next issue of my periodical.
Oh, God.
You know, I used to think that rag was a bunch of self-referential, mindlessly rambling, masturbatory bullshit. But after you dropped the act and started talking about how horrible everything is,
Oh my
it
God.
actually started growing on me.
You're kidding me.
It takes guts to publicly lambaste things that piss you off. No wonder you get issued so many challenges. I'm kind of jealous.
Don't be. Most of my challenges are pretty infantile.
Must be because I'm hogging all the good ones.
Didn't your mom ever teach you how to share?
Nah, the only thing she taught me was to go for the throat.
Oh.
Funny, considering how she almost got killed.
Yeah, my bro was kind of a hard ass too. Wasn't a big advocate of sharing. Either you earned your keep, or you got squat. Once I got old enough, I had to start hunting for my own food, fighting half of our nest's challenges.
Acquiring weapons, stealing stuff, making infamy, all for yourself. Man, how are we expected to live up to our guardian's examples anyway?
Hell if I know. Bro's awesomeness was unique. One of a kind. There's no way I could beat him. So, I'm not even gonna try. What I can try is to be someone he's proud of. Someone he can look back on and say, damn right, that's my little bro. That's who I want to be.
Man, that's really mushy, Strider. Do you think your bro would be proud of the big sentimental sap you've become?
Look, that asshole cried for a week after finishing Black Beauty, alright? He cannot say shit about me.
Okay, present Briscoe with a second token.
Haven't exactly gotten a straight answer out of him yet, but I do have something for you.
Okay.
Huh? What's this?
Token. I thought I should be generous and give you something useful to tide you over until you actually buy a CD player.
It's a whetstone. Strider, I have a sword collection I use on a regular basis. I own about 8 of these.
And I own 14. That's not the point. The grit's specifically for bigger blades. Remember our conversation a couple weeks ago? How sometimes, when shit gets really bad, you need to take matters into your own hands and be the hero? Well, I thought that blue sword in the center of your wall was looking a little lonely. So I got you one of these. For the next time you need to be the hero.
This token's worth a lot more than your last one, at least.
Ouch, right in the pride.
Alright, I guess we're leaving.
I'm out.
Later.
Alright, so there's one more nest to go to, and unless John has something to do. I don't think he
Dave.
does.
What?
Alright, leave.
What?
See you.
Yep, off to Rose as we go. And now we get to be introduced to Rose. Rose Lalonde resides further out than the others. Her home rests near the coast on the edge of the Strata jurisdiction. The scent of the sea thickens the air, gentle waters that ebb against the shoreline, drawing dark outlines of waveforms in the sand. It's difficult to tell whether the time-worn instrument was built in place or had one day washed ashore from somewhere distant, and that was just the way she liked it.
Alright, I've secured 6 pounds of birch bark, a satchel of hermit crab shells, and 2 pots of radioactive green ink.
Radioactive green ink. Anyways, Rose looks fucking amazing! So purpley! Purple! Purple, purple, purple. I love purple.
All we're missing now is 3 gallons of grease and a mutually compromising position.
What? Okay.
Shit, again? I'm still sore from last time.
I'm assuming your subsequent medical leave explains why it took you 2 weeks to gather such a standard list of weaving supplies.
It's been 2 weeks? Hadn't noticed. Time sure flies when you're hopping around with a battle sword, flaying bark from a bunch of unsuspecting trees.
You bring this upon yourself, you know. You wouldn't have to compensate for lost merchandise if you stopped giving them away. Need I remind you, we are running a business, not a charity.
Lalonde, we are running a fucking basket smuggling ring.
We aren't smuggling. Our trade is completely legitimate. Thank you for the supplies, by the way. Will that be all?
Okay. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm going to save this right here. Yeah, I want to save that. And I will see you guys next time. Comment, like, and subscribe if you're enjoying the series, and be sure to go check out my Nuzlocke of Pokemon Suite that just kicked off yesterday. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.